be a pretty fun thing to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. And, yeah, finally, he was like a Super Saiyan, just charging up his power to release it for the rest of this match.
Just getting ready to unleash his hidden potential on the likes of Kritzkrieg Bop.
We haven't seen him play demo yet. He's played Soldier and Pyro. Haven't seen a demo play yet, but he could do it. I'm sure if you've gotten this far, you can basically play whatever class you want. And yeah, I'm sure there's just last-second preparations here. I'm sure Sailboat's Nation is not super happy with their previous performance. And Kritzkrieg Bop smelling blood in the water, ready to make the plays. And off we go! Last round of the day. This is Winter Battle Royale TV, Sailboat Nation versus Kritzkrieg Bop. I am TurboCop, joined by Deer. Deer, take it away.
Alright, I'm gonna watch Dr. Zoidy on this first mid, jumping straight to the top of the tower, getting some early sticks off to defend themselves against other enemy jumpers, but it looks like blue team just snuck around through the inside. Zoidy down to 12 health, gonna get taken down by Z4 there. I'm watching Feminist getting some shots off onto Dr. W, or Mr. W. Not able to make anything happen, but Waterson's also on Sniper, trying to see if he can get a peeking blue player here. So, not too much has happened in the way of the point being contested over, but I think blue has the better positioning here and is actually able to get their players on the point and end that fight with a nice Uber advantage too, I think around 30%. So, blue taking that first mid pretty convincingly.
Yeah, Z-Form going ham again, getting first blood, and then going all the way to the back to find Waterson on his Sniper, killing him twice in just as much time. Poopin going down to some Mizex spawn spam here. And Plural's almost going to have his Uber ready to go. And this looks like they could run away with game one already. Feminist coming on the backside, seeing the medic, seeing the demo, seeing the soldier. They all know where they are now. They're all on the point. They're blue team up on the tower. Dr. Z coming in, shoots it off, gets an Uber popped on him, and he does find Waterson with a nice Baker's play. Jumps over to the backside, and they will secure the point for a while, but it does cost them a whole Uber to do it. Red team going to be back on their Uber, but 30-second advantage coming their way, plus some more soon.
I'm actually kind of surprised with the casualties that Red endured in that blue Uber, just because of the size of the map. I think they should have been able to kite out a bit sooner and more effectively than they did. But the important thing was that Mr. W did stay up and his players are spawned again, so Red has a chance to repush here. It looks like we're going to go straight up onto the point. Looks like Waterson's leads in charge with his sticky bomb launcher. But the blue demo, Ms. X, has the height advantage here, just able to kind of spam some sticks down, but nothing too crazy is happening for each of the teams. Poopin does go down to 36. He gets cleaned up by Z4 in the flank, or in the, I don't know where that is, like an alcove, I guess. And Red with the Uber advantage can't really make much happen still.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3. Ubers are finally popped, so they're happy to sit on the point for a while. But yeah, this cave hold is actually working out surprisingly well. I don't think they were prepared to deal with this. The angle is really weird, especially from tower. Red jumps in. And probably going to get the Plural to pop here. He's so close to dying. He's at 99. No Uber going to come off there. And the Uber does pop here for Red Team. But wow, they're already down a ton of time. I would even just forego this Uber, just get the point right now.
Yeah, I definitely would have taken the Uber up a bit earlier just to cap the point. And I think Red just kind of needs to... Ooh, they still don't even have the point. Mr. W walking back on to finish, finally. Oh god, I can't talk. Finally secure the cap.
Dr. Zoidy going to the dark side and also running his Baker's Bazooka for this game. Also with that disciplinary action, able to whip out people a little bit faster. They might be able to rush through the mid here, the mid tunnel. No, they decided not to do it. Feminist down below with the soldier and the medic up above. Trying to get a little bit of time here on this point. Not able to stay too long, and Waterson spamming over the top. Good damage coming out from blue team. They still haven't taken much casualty, but Red is now kind of looking a little lit here. Z4 finds the medic. Wow, that medic was way out of position. Mr. W not able to stay up there. Scout trying to make him punish, but he's not able to do it. Feminist instead finds a double kill. That's a whole wipe. This should be an easy recap here. And wow, they're again Kritzkrieg Bop running away with this team.
Yeah, Kritzkrieg Bop is actually doing a very good job working that hallway, which you'd think might be a kind of dangerous position to play, just because of all the spam you could take in the corridor, but they just kind of worked all their players through there, got a lot of damage out, and got frags when they needed to, and they secured the point again. So, Kritzkrieg Bop able to recap the point, and they're definitely good at holding it. But I'm going to watch Waterson right now on Sniper, looking at the cave, not really seeing anything. And ooh, gets a body shot from his X, but does not actually get a frag. Scout doesn't get killed either, so Sniper play so far not too effective. And Z4 gets taken out, jumping behind the enemies, and Mr. W is also on Kritzkrieg. That is a notable thing.
Yep, he's not quite near it quite yet, but Again, they're going to get outclassed by Uber, but they really just need to find the medic pick. Can't see him quite yet. Waterson's actually not in a really good position to shoot them. He's way below them right now, and the scout might be able to just jump down. No, Waterson can't find that shot quite yet. Plural holding onto this Uber forever. Now finally comes down. Easy pick on the sniper. Easy pick on the scout as well. Only or medic and scout soldier up right now. Soldier comes down to the point. Oh, he's bleeding here. He does get easy picked up by Feminist, and it's a 1-on-2 right now. Finally, a Scout v Scout fight with a medic heal for Feminist. Feminist might just be able to win it out. Scout trying to pick who he wants to kill. Looking for Scout, now goes for medic. Looking for Scout again, now goes for medic. Just lasting as long as possible. He can't even get any time on the point here. Does find Plural eventually. And Poopin, just playing around too much. Oh, finally gets taken down by a snipe from Waterson. Waterson done with that dance. Ready to just kill them all.
Yeah, Poopin did a pretty good job of dancing around the Feminist for a while to secure the overtime, and then the red players came back in and just got right back on the point. So even though I think that Kritzkrieg Bop has done a very good job of positioning and controlling ground on this map, they did get taken out there, and Mr. W gets a saw, which can be a pretty big deal. It's going to make the advantage that they have a lot bigger, so hopefully Red can use their advantages right now to secure the point for a lot longer than they have in the past.
Z4 jumps forward ahead, now jumps up. Feminist is backing him up here as always. They will get onto the point, but the crits will be here very soon. They have to stop this point though. They probably have to sack this soldier or maybe the scout. Scout jumping on the point a little bit. Oh, Z4's going up for him. Jumps back down though, and no, Z4 is right behind him now. He's just completely controlling the ranks, and now here comes the crit. Z4 goes down first. Oh, another hit, but not enough to make enough connections. So really trying to get this medic. Not able to find the demo man either. Good kiting back. They only lost one in that engagement. It's actually a 3-on-2, and there's the wipe. Feminist with a nice and a lock and load hit from Mizex, maybe able to make it 1-0.
Oh man, that was a very dominant round from Kritzkrieg Bop. It was kind of tragic at the end there to see Zoidy, the first rocket that he shot off, actually hit the team on the point, splash them, but was right before the crit was actually on him, so did not make the best of that crits there. And I'm watching Waterson right now. He's make his way straight onto the point this time. But, ooh, Ms. X kind of caught out of position early, and there's a trade of the demos right now, but Z4 goes down as well, and Poopin does as well. A lot of trading going on. Mr. W and his soldier have a really aggressive position on the point right now, and I think they're just going to opt to hang out there and not try and push anything that they shouldn't.
Yeah, that was a crazy bomb from Ms. X there. It didn't work out for him at all. Wasn't able to find the 2K you really need in such an aggressive bomb. Just able to find the 1K. And it should be the first point going Red's way this time. So Sailboat Nation not out of it yet. Oh, Z4 might have something to say about that. He's not getting that. Oh, they do get the point. Just last second before he jumps away. Scout on the flank side as well, and they might be able to find Z4. Nope, just throwing some spam, not able to really get it. Plural going to be at his Uber pretty soon, just as our other medic here, going to be able to get his Kritzkrieg. Mr. W.
I think that Mr. W kind of was playing super cautious there and actually lost an advantage they could have had with the Kritzkrieg. I saw him back into the fight really early, and he wasn't healing for a while. And oh, gets hopped on and actually pops his Kritzkrieg right before he dies. And that means a wipe for the home day red team, so Kritzkrieg Bop, again with the wipes, are just ruthless off this map.
Yeah, Uber charged his outclasses Kritzkrieg here. And especially around the corner, there was nothing they could do besides pop and then run right into an Uber charge, so really good positioning here for Blitzkrieg Bop. Unfortunate timing there for the Kritzkrieg.
Yep, I'm watching Z4 and just kind of holding down this alleyway. Not too much happening. It looks like Poopin trying to get on the point early, get some cap time down, but I think that Kritzkrieg Bop should have a good response to it. Family is going to enter the lock and load. Watching Zoidy, a bomb in onto Plural, down to 2 health on the medic, and Plural finally getting chipped out from Poopin, so it's a pretty big med pick for Mr. W and Waterson, the last 2 remaining members of Sailboat Nation. Ooh, but Mr. W taken down, and Waterson as well, by Z4 in his Pegasus Bazooka. Very strong weapon on a very strong player.
Yeah, that was absurd. He just got an easy pickup there. And he's not even going to sit on the point to bring it back down in influence, they're just happy to run back. He's actually taking crossbow shots to heal up a little bit. Z4 going to come around the backside, gonna again de-link the medic. Wow, again another kill for Z4. That's a huge tempo swing.
Yeah. Not letting up the aggression at all, but Poopin actually, while all that's going on, is able to win a fight with Feminist, recap the point. Ooh, and Plural is actually in trouble right now. He gets taken out as well. So even though Z4 did all that work right there, Sailboat Nation was able to kind of salvage that. Yeah,
it's still even. Sailboat's still in this game right now. They're down about 15 seconds. They're going to be up in Uber though, because they're now running a Kritzkrieg. They should, if they can pop in this aggressive Kritzkrieg and make another big hold, they should be prepped to win this game. Z4 just spamming, happy to spam. Waterston's now on the Pyro, even though they're running Kritzkrieg, kind of a weird choice here.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to just hard counter C4 again. We saw him kind of try and do that on Viaduct, which worked out when he was playing a bit more defensively, but in the end I don't think made that huge of a difference when C4 was able to still kind of trickily get around the Pyro.
Sailboat Nation spent too much time focusing on Z4, who was getting healed up. Scout was able to trade off and make dividends there. It's now 3-on-4, but with the fourth one coming back up. And now we got a sniper play going on here from, not Plural, but Mizek going off this demo. Looking for this Pyro, who's super out of position now. Kritz comes down though, hits Z4. Z4 is down. Oh, a double kill too. Triple kill coming down. Should be the wipe. Yep, there is the wipe, and there's the hold that they needed. They're going to be able to rebuild back up this Kritzkrieg, and they just got to do it one more time. They probably have this round.
This is a very nice crits play from all of Sailboat Nation, and I don't think that the sniper from his X was actually very helpful there. Demo might have been a lot better kind of locking up the crits and getting an effective pick on the net early when that was swapped off. So it looks like Watterson's going to hang out on Pyro a bit more, and let's see if Sailboat Nation can really hold the point. See Feminist kind of making his way up the tower, getting onto the Pyro, just getting some pot shots off, but not really committing to anything. A lot of just kind of spam going on right now. No one's really getting too committed, but Blue really has to make a move before Mr. W gets his Kritzkrieg again. As I say though, they got some players on the point right now. Miss X going down to 23 health and then taken out by Dr. Zoidy. Plural and his Scout trying to get aggressive too. Z4 up top. But Blue, I think, even though they have a ton of damage, aren't really playing together right now, so the red player is able to get healed up again. But if they're not careful, they could get taken out by one stray bomb.
Another early Kritzkrieg, well it's not an early Kritzkrieg, but oh man, finds one player. Finds Plural as well. This should be enough, even with Z4 spamming out those rockets. They should be able to clean up on him. They're going to try and surround him right now. Easy hold for them, and it looks like they have to go for the point. Scouts should be able to clean this up, and this should make it a 1-1 game. Again, Sailboat Nation be able to come back into this. Good rounds all around, and that Kritzkrieg paying off dividends this time. Huge play for them.
Yeah, that was a very good response to the dominant first round from Kritzkrieg Bop. Sailboat Nation definitely not out of the game yet, and proving why they were the first place seed in the first place. So,
first place seed in the first place. Oh, we got a Pyro on the blue side. That is Mizek. He was playing. Oh, he gets a nice reflect rocket onto Zoidy. Not going to be enough though. He gets thrown off the top. Zoidy's going to be able to heal back up. Poopin coming around playing with the Scout on the backside, but Feminist is outclassing him right now. Z4 on the back. He does find Mr. W. So again, another medic snipe going forward. It's a 2v3 situation. Pyro on Pyro action shouldn't be enough. Mizek misses his flare gun. He still kills him anyway though. Yeah. Only Watterson's still alive. He's trying to delay, but instead he just wipes out. Man, that's not really good for them because that means that their spawns are like all discombobulated now. It's going to be an easy pickup here for Kritzkrieg Bop, trying to make it 2-1 at the end of this Winter Battle Royale Grand Finals game.
I think this map, unlike Viaduct, is a lot more conducive to a variety of different off-classes, and then playing the tower, there's some like kind of literal King of the Hill going on with the Pyros, pushing people off and stuff like that, so just the high ground I think is really, really effective. The sniper play that didn't really work out earlier also might be good if your sniper gets picked, just for all the space that they have to work with. And as I said, that Feminist and Miss X got taken down, so Plural and Z4 are going to be stuck in the tower with their Uber. Let's see what they can do. I think the red player should be trying to get on the point now. Zoidy jumping in, down to 27 health though, not too much is getting done. But the sniper is left alone to cap the point. Pretty long cap time on this map also.
Yeah, that's true. They're not going to be able to get it anytime soon. They do get an easy cleanup onto Watterson with that triple Beggar's Bomb. Misses the air shot, and instead Mizex finds a crit shot on Poopin as well. This should be a cleaned out medic too. Oh, he doesn't get away. It's a clean out there. That's really, really unfortunate. They weren't able to start the pop. They didn't take the aggressive route through the tunnel to force a pop out and maybe lose only 1 or 2 players. And instead, now they're going to be 60 seconds up with a full Super Uber advantage. And now Z4 pressures the spawn point. Jumps back out, but got some pressure in there. Again, they're running away with this game.
Ooh, that was a huge shot from Watterson onto Plural. That drop's going to be a big, big deal. Plural saying nice shot in chat. And Sailboat Nation able to get back in here. Poopin getting a bit too aggressive though. He's going to crater here.
Find C4 as well.
Oh man, Watterson on the sniper. Actually doing some work here. Ooh, and nice frag onto Miss Eggs as well.
Yeah, they could turn this game around. They're really far behind in time, but they should be able to get this point. The medic is like foolishly playing with the sniper. Doesn't quite get the second shot off. That would have killed him, but he's going to be alright for now. They do force everyone back, and yeah, Watterson's got to go get in position right now before things go crazy again. Z4 is on the way. They see the medic. They see Z4. Pyro's there, who gets a nice flare gun onto Watterson, who has to get in the water. But they're just bum rushing the sniper right now. He should be an easy pick. Oh, look at that. Nice hit.
Oh, but here comes the crits from Mr. W up top. Z4 getting taken down. Mizek's also taken up by Poopin. And I think Mr. W's going to opt to use the scout for the rest of the crits. Soldier getting a bit ahead of himself there. But the blue player is backed up into a corner. Not too many frags happening right now, though. Ooh, nice. Pearl taken down by Poopin. Poopin cleaned up, but the medic pitch is going to be huge as long as Mr. W can stay alive. Watching Zoidy as he fights the power in a corner. Going to opt to just kind of get out of there. As long as the Red can hold their point right now, with the picks that they have, they should be in a good position to buy a lot more time.
Zoidy having a hard time getting back up on that tower there. Getting controlled up by Mizex now, and they will safely back out of this with a Kritzkrieg advantage. And it now looks like Plural wants to play Kritzkrieg as well. But in the Crits battle, it's going to be Mr. W with a bigger situation. They've got to find a pick on him, and they're about to find it. They do with Z for another huge bomb in. Another triple rocket kill for him. Mr. W, Z4 coming back and trying to find Mr. Watterson, not able to get it. Watterson, totally alright, looking for snipes. He sees the medic, doesn't get the medic shot. Medic again, actually goes to the scout, doesn't get it. Medic's now in the water, not able to find that one either. He's had a long time to do it, but he's going to get pushed down by the scout now. That's unfortunate. They really needed that pick there.
Zoidy got really aggressive on Deplore right there. Didn't get the frag, but Poop been able to clean it up. I think that Soldier Scout synergy has been pretty nice. And then a nice flare from Ms. X onto Poopin in the midair. But I think that Poopin and Zoidy have been really on the same page in getting the medic big. And what Zoidy can't do, Poopin definitely cleans up.
Absolutely about that. The cleanup crew is alive and real, and Watterson needs to just it's all on Watterson right now. If Watterson can't find another pick, they're just gonna lose. They're gonna get grinded down to oblivion. And if they do find like a medic pick or even a Z4 pick, they're gonna overrun them. So it's gonna be all up to this sniper right now, right here.
Control point is being contested.
It's actually being played with by Mizex, which is really bad for him.
Yeah, I think he might be getting taken down here. Actually dodges the flare, and Poopin saves him there, so that's pretty big for Watterson. Getting a nice no-scope on the Feminist as well. So definitely proving to be an effective sniper on this map, more than Viaduct. Still staying alive, getting buffed up by his medic too, but helping his team keep players off the point.
Z4 is so lit right now, getting healed back up. He does get cleaned out, and I think this could be the death of Plural too. There's the clean team wipe there. Mizex going too hard, leads to Feminist getting tons of kills, leads to Plural going down. So really good coordination there. Even though they're like 80 seconds behind, I still think they got this game.
Yeah,
they have a
if they
full
can keep
Kritzkrieg
on doing
advantage,
solid
and they just
holds
have
like
to wipe them one more time, and they win the game.
I think that Watterson's sniper factor has been pretty effective in this game, even without any or too many sick headshots. I say, as he gets a sick headshot, he's getting a ton of frags with sniper, and there's just a lot of area coverage that he's working with, and there's like the fear factor too, just knowing the sniper's out there and ready to kill things. It looks like Mr. W and Zoid are going to be holding forward with his crits. So when the blue team comes out of whatever entrance they opt to come out of, they might just aggressively get on them. Ms. X responding to Watterson, going sniper as well, and taking him out with a headshot.
That's huge. He's down for 8 more seconds, and now Kritzkriegs are evens on both sides. That was a really smart play. Crits coming down. One shot on Zoid. Oh, they do get the medic, and I think that's it. Zoid's like at 5 HP. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him off the point. It's gonna be really close, but I think they're gonna get the point back, and it's gonna have to be an amazing counter push here from Red Team to make this point back alive for them. Zoid's so lit right now. He's gonna die to anything, and he does die to anything. 11 seconds remaining. Oh, there's the crit. There's the snipe. He's on fire now. Watterson could make it happen. Watterson can make it happen.
Gonna have to run on the point really fast and take down a lot of players. Oh, Poopin though runs in while Watterson's kind of distracting. So Red not completely out of the game right now. They're medic on the point too, but ooh, Ms. X getting the 2 crit flares onto Mr. W and Poopin. And not Poopin. Poopin does get taken down. Zoid as well. Ooh, Ms. X single-handedly burning the world.
Saving that last round there for them, and this should be the last round. Oh man, this thing is taking forever to take down. But it should be the last round for them. Wait, oh there it goes. That was like the longest countdown ever. 2-1 right now for Kritzkrieg Bop. Let's see how they go out here. It looks like Kritzkrieg wants to make it a 3-1, but Sailboat Nation, they want to come back again. That was just such a really good round. That was probably the closest round we've had in the whole tournament so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Z4 is actually on normal now. He's not on beggars anymore. I feel like maybe he thinks he doesn't have the mobility
maybe
to deal with the
that's
sniper.
Okay.
Just kind of a sitting duck.
Yeah, it looks like, ooh, Olive Blue getting really aggressive on the tower right now, and Ms. X playing a kind of supportive role, reflecting any projectiles out the way. Getting a nice frag on the Poopin too with the flare there. So Blue working as a unit, sending all their people into Red's face. 2 frags already, Watterson and Poopin down right now, but the crits is charged for Dr. W to be moving forward with Dr. Zoidy. Crits is popped off, but the Pyro just single-handedly denying the whole thing. No frags are coming out successfully.
Yeah, nothing coming out. Wow, that was a wasted crit opportunity thanks to Mizex. He does go down for it, but everyone else stays alive. Plural has his own crits ready to go with a much better position Z4. Who's going to throw out 1, throw out 2, throw out 3, finally connects with the 3rd rocket. 4th rocket coming in, 5th rocket misses both the soldiers. So, again, kind of a wasted crits too. Nobody able to make like huge plays again. I think everyone's just privy to crits play right now.
Yeah, this round has been a lot more passive than the first two, where one team would just kind of have all-out aggression at the start. There's just been a lot of kind of weird, scrappy tower fighting and bouncing around. Like, the point hasn't gone to either player, partially because it takes so long to cap on this map, but there's also not been that much crazy overcommitment to things.
No, absolutely not. Z4 trying to go in, but not able to make it this time. He's really lit. He's not even going to take the health pack. He's leaving it for his medic. Medic does heal back up for it, and yeah, even Ubers again, but Red's going to be able to get the point because they do have the number advantage. So finally, point going to Sailboat's way first. I don't think they've been able to do that quite yet. Or maybe they did it the first round. I don't quite remember. Anyway, crits on both sides, almost ready to go. 100%, and he pops immediately. Goes in, Kritzkrieg there, counter Kritzkrieg coming in. There's craziness going down right now. Mizex goes down. Oh, everyone's wiping on blue team. Z4 in the air, gonna crater. Doesn't quite crater.
Oh
He
man,
does get picked up by
gets
Scout.
taken down there. For a second, when he struck that crit rocket, I thought he was going to be able to just capitalize off it so that I get another pick, but nothing crazy like that happened. Blue players moving back into the fight, but Zoidy trying to lock them out early. Mizex with the bomb into the fight, and I think that Feminist and Plural are going to be left behind, sort of. But the red players certainly seem to be picking up anyone that's overextended. They're just kind of taking care of their tower, holding it. They do have the points, so they can't afford to do that. Feminist getting really aggressive now. Poopin gets taken down, popped up in the air, and the red players are going to be trying to get out now. Ooh, the bomb in from Z4, back on the back of Bazooka. Gets taken out though.
Yeah, good control there of Z4. Z4 finally not being able to find a pick with his Beggar's Bomb. And also, Mr. W gonna have his crits. Pops immediately, gets a Demo Man, goes in for the medic. Oh, he screws up his jump a little bit there. He still has a Kritzkrieg, he's going for a long one. Medic has to run out and away, and yeah, not able to find anything with it this time, unfortunately. Oh, but nice pickup there by Dr. Zoidy. They're still ahead. They've completely controlled the game so far. Nice counter pushes both times. Crits has worked every single time so far, and I just don't see them losing this if they keep this up.
Yeah, this is definitely a good response from all of the guys on Sailboat Nation. I guess Viaduct just wasn't their map compared to this one. I think the open space and their ability to just kind of work their classes is working a lot better. But Z4 on to Mr. W, takes him down. So it's going to be a big thing for all of Kritzkrieg Bop, and they're getting their players onto the point now. But Kritz is going to have a nice advantage. Z4 contesting the enemy soldier. Trying to protect this medic on the point, gets Poopin taken down. Soldier's still kind of lingering around, and Plural actually does get taken out, so that's going to be a really, really nice for the guys at Sailboat Nation, able to kind of move back in early, get aggressive again.
Underwater rocket shot for the win. And Dr. Zoidy finding Feminist as well. Feminist not able to play against these stickies super much. Zoidy's doing a really good job with them right now.
And I'm watching Watterson, he's back on Soldier now, well, he's been back on Soldier now, I mean, but I think his mobility might actually be maybe better than the Sniper, depending on how they play it. Right now, since the red players are backed up, I think a bomb onto the medic, and just kind of that sort of aggression is going to be a nice thing to get people kind of scared and off the point.
Z4 hasn't been spamming rockets so far. Not able to find anything crazy quite yet. Red, again, has the Kritzkrieg advantage. They're going to get on the point. No, gonna force off Minx. Oh man, they lose Mr. W though. So now, Crit's advantage going back Blue's way. Plural should be able to defend this point with Z4, I think. Yes. Oh, misses the air shot on a nice strafing Dr. Zoidy there. And Plural still will build up a big Kritzkrieg advantage. Yeah, I think it's now Blue's time to hold. It's now Blue's time to be aggressive with Kritzkrieg.
Yeah,
and if Kritzkrieg Bop can do it, it's gonna be a really good half for them.
Woody just been kind of dodging things around and hanging out on the tower, so even though his team was down for the most part, he didn't really get cleaned up and was able to actually secure that side of the tower, so Blue wasn't able to do any sort of crazy forward holds, and C4 and 4 will actually get taken down, so it's going to put the advantage in the hands of the Sailboat Nation guys. Putin gets taken down, but Mr. W is going to have maybe a 70% Uber advantage, but all still not healing, so if they play this aggressively, they can get themselves a lot of time. Only 45 seconds left on the clock for them, too.
That's true. 85% here, now up to 90 now. Plural really, really hurt. Gonna be alright. Look, no, he dies. He goes down. And this is gonna be a super Uber advantage going over to Sailboat Nation's way. They could definitely hold this, make it a 2-2 game, and make it a best of 3 going forward from me. Feminist really wants to make this Demo Man pick. Not quite able to find it. There's too much protection going on. Does get cleaned out. Now it's Blitzkrieg Bop's time to bleed. And the crits could be popped whenever. There's only 15 seconds remaining. Desperation mode is here. I think this is their round to take. Here comes the crit. Hits one in the air for Z4. Misses two others. He craters and finally gets taken down. They don't find Plural, however. Nope, there comes the Demo Man from the back. Wow, nice long shot for crits. Minx has to come in now. He can't even land on the point correctly. I think that's going to be a 2-2 game.
Yep, this is a very, very nice game right now. Both teams got a lot of back and forth. I think that Sailboat Nation has done a way better job adjusting to what Kritzkrieg Bop has been throwing at them. So we'll see if the same thing can happen, but with the roles reversed, if Kritzkrieg Bop can respond again and have the same dominant lead that they had before. I'm watching Minx or Ms. X making his way up to the tower, just kind of trying to hold outside the tower right now, getting some nice time off on the enemy players. But Feminist is down to 8 health, and Zoidy's weak as well, so there's a lot of damage going out from both sides. But no frags yet.
Yeah, good damage coming from Blitzkrieg, but Zoidy and co seem to have controlled the space. Oh, Waterson's from behind, 2 shots Plural. Going for Minx now, who's right here. He's not even responding as if he's here. Finds another shot, he's really hurt, he does go down. Triple kill going out now. Only Z4 alive, trying to stop the point, but Waterson's on his tail now. Easy wipe for them there after they lose their medic, which is like the worst part of this engagement, but they do get the first point again.
Yep, and so that's going to be a nice mid from the guys at Sailboat Nation. They, I think, lost the previous few mids, so this is a good showing that they've got a really nice at the gate aggression, and they're going to have a pretty even crits with Plural here, but they're controlling the tower pretty well right now. I'm watching the Soldier and Demo just kind of keep 2 players left off. Ms. X down to 75 health, just in danger right now, and Feminist also down to low health. So just based off of damage and positioning, Sailboat Nation's playing this really well right now.
Yeah, Blitzkrieg Bop really grouping up right now. They're really taking a lot of AoE damage from that. Definitely not efficient from them at all. And Waterson, I thought he was going to go through the tunnel again. They're not as scared to go through the tunnel as they had been before, which can give you really big benefits because it gets you quite towards the enemy ledge very, very quickly. Sticky's on the enemy ledge, enemy staircase. Oh, here comes the Kritzkrieg. Oh, he's jumping off. He's actually not died yet. He finally takes a crit shotgun, but they have to reload Stickies now, or reload rockets now. He's just going to go crit shotgun the whole way. They find a 3K anyway, though. Nice scramble there. And Blitzkrieg Bop showing them to be flexible. They're down 70 seconds, but they're going to get the point back.
Yeah, I think that Sailboat Nation, if I were them, I probably would have tried to get more aggressive earlier there, because they let Plural build up his Uber, and then that crits happened, and that meant the wipe for them. So even though they had really good positioning that whole time during the hold, if they actually took time to capitalize off of like an overextended player, or their Kritzkrieg and just people bunching up, they could have held for even longer, maybe.
Yeah, and Z4 now sitting at the top of the tower. He's going to run to Waterson. He doesn't make his air shot. Soldier on Demo Man on the other side. They're going to get flanked here. Yeah, they're definitely getting surrounded. Double kill coming down. Med and Scout down. Zoidy and Waterson really hurt. He's going to go for the play, though. Waterson not able to find it. Too easy maneuverability there. But they pop the Kritzkrieg for it. Flow's only going to find the Soldier, but they are going to hold on to the point for quite a while. Demo Man's way out of position. In fact, Minx jumps over the Demo Man. Zoidy way back out there, and he actually runs into the enemy house, gets some health. He's going to survive, actually. He's all the way behind them, but they know he's here. He bombs in a little bit, maybe a little bit early. Oh, what an air shot. What an air shot. Huge lock and load play. Incredible. They might be able to win right off of that. Plural at 50%. Well, they are down in Kritzkrieg. Z4 are playing with the shotgun now, not happy to go gunboats anymore. He's just happy to take out Waterson for that. Plural sitting down in Kritzkrieg while his Mr. W ready to go. Almost ready to go. They're gonna probably crits the Demo Man here. He has it, They pop immediately. They find Z4. Easy pick there. Gonna go for the medic next. Long shot. No, medic is still running around crazy. Dennis is still here. Plural actually survives. He's gonna have the counter crits ready really soon. So that's gonna be like an even games for them if they even get any kind of advantage here from this Kritzkrieg.
Yeah, but Plural actually needs to connect with someone so he can actually get the crits off. There we go. Reconnects with Ms. X. Ms. X look at the crits, pops it right away. 6 are coming out. No frags yet, though. Ms. X finds the enemy medic, Mr. W, and Dr. Zoidy goes down as well. And that's going to be a wipe for Sailboat Nation, and Kritzkrieg Bop able to actually hold the point. It wasn't recapped because it takes a pretty long time to cap in the first place, so it's a very solid hold from them. Only 55 seconds can be left on the clock right now. I think that Mr. W is actually kind of playing with fire sometimes, just kind of roaming around trying to stay safe, but letting go of a lot of crits advantages. I think that Plural is actually just staying on his players and alive long enough to capitalize off of crits is a lot more than Sailboat Nation.
Yeah, Minx missing his sticky trick. but that's okay. He does force back Zoidy anyway. Fitness really hurt. Does get picked up by a rocket, so instead it's actually going to go Red's way. No, finds Waterson with an easy drop down from Z4. Now he's getting spammed on by the demo. Oh, nice elastic. He didn't even look at him for that last detonate. Minx is still alive, trying to hit one pipe, not able to get the second one off. And yeah, it's just Minx now. Trade around here, and they do get the point back, but now it's do or die. They basically can't lose up the point, or else they're going to go into the losers in halftime.
Yep, so Mr. W approaching crits right now. If I were the red team, I would opt for a really aggressive hold, just deny blue any space that they might have, and then get some aggressive pushes out. And they see players punch up, just capitalize off of him. I see Mr. W with a soldier popping the crits off there. That's exactly what they kind of need to do. But they don't secure any frags. Ooh, Pearl going down, that might be enough, but ooh, Ms. X with a nice pipe onto Mr. W, but gets cleaned up as well. So even though the Kritzkrieg Bop team was not able to make much out of that push, they did get some crucial frags that are going to help them get back in on the point.
You're absolutely right, that was totally worth trading. Everyone's going to have to get reset here.
Well.
I have no idea.
The server time ran out. I think that might be an issue with the config, maybe, since for cop configs. I think in most cases there shouldn't be map time, server time, but it might actually be an exception for this map or something, I'm not positive.
I'm figuring out what's happening right now. Oh.
It looks like people in the chat saying that it should be second half now and that it should just be 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's a stalemate.
So that's a stalemate round?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a stalemate round for that first half because it went to 30-minute time. That is really weird. I agree with that. Because Waterson took forever to load up, it took him a good 5 or 10 minutes. And the server time starts from server connection, basically.
Alright, so
we're gonna go to second half now. That's a stalemate round, I guess. I would be unhappy right now if I was both teams. But they gotta come back from this. This happens. This is why it's competition, right?
Yep.
Things don't happen as you want them to in competition all the time. And it will be back to a best of 3, basically. Just gotta win 2 rounds, you win some sweet prizes.
Yep, some sweet SSDs so you can turn your computer on like the Flash. I think that in terms of adjustments that teams need to make, I think there's some stuff on both sides that can happen. I think some of the blue pushes haven't worked out that great. But Mr. W, I think, has also tried to stay alive for a super long time sometimes, and that ends up giving away this Kritz's advantage, which can be a pretty bad thing sometimes. And Ms. X has some pretty on-point lock and load shots, like pretty cool fadeaway pipe onto the med, and some pretty sick air shots, and I think a double kill also at one point, so some really nice DM from both sides, and some really, really nice just back and forth action too.
Yep, and I think going back to Waterson on Sniper would probably be a pretty good thing to do. Z4 hasn't been running beggars as much. He's back on normal to counter that to some extent, but it's still really good. It's still a really, really good sniper map, and they want to run Minx on Pyro to deal with the sniper. But if they run Minx on Pyro, they lose a lot of DPS. So I think showing the sniper, making a few key picks, and then switching back could be the winning formula for them.
I think also, with Waterson being on Soldier right now, Mr. W's opting to give a lot of the crit assist to Soldiers, when, if I were him, I would probably, the demo's usually the obvious choice, do that. But in some cases, if you can trust your scout enough to just hit those shots when you're in their faces, it might be easier to do instead of just kind of shoot at a sticky and get the prime time off, especially in 4s, since there's a lot less things shooting at you. If people really take a crits and just kind of run into the team in a corridor, it might actually prove to be pretty effective. But I would... Oh, it looks like we're going live soon, or now.
Here we go! Live again. I'm going to be watching Dr. Zoidy come out here. Gonna get his second pipe, stick off. Just a little low pipe stick, of course. Gonna jump all the way to the top tower. Ends on medium spots. They throw some damage at each other. Zoidi actually takes a little bit too much here. That could be affecting them for the rest of this initial engagement. Feminist engaging, of course, on the bottom with Poopin.
Waterson got really aggressive onto the medic early, but gets punished for that by Ms. X with the pipe. I think that one team opted to go up and one went kind of through the corridor, and it looks like Sailboat Nation is down 2 players already. Z4 getting aggressive onto the combo, but gets taken up by some sticks from Dr. Zoidi. Plural also just getting rained down upon by
wow,
Zoidi
what
as
a
well.
turnaround. Huge play. They're looking for this lock and load shot too, just to like make a fadeaway shot here to make it out for them. But no, they end up wiping with a super crits advantage, going back Sailboat Nation's way. Oh, Plural's really hurt though. Sorry, Mr. W's really hurt.
Yeah, and Plural and Z4 are the only ones up right now for Kritzkrieg Bop. I mean, Kritzkrieg Bop keep on doing that, but Mr. W does have his crits. And Ms. X is on Sniper. That's going to be something to look out for, because a drop right now for the red team could be pretty bad. Ooh, that is a crits. Yeah, that was a very nice soldier crits popped off. Right when they're in the corridor, just stuffed them with the rockets from Waterson. So Waterson, not on Sniper again, but definitely proving to be effective. Ms. X gonna jump in and go for a bomb on the medic, I think. Maybe not the best decision, and gets cleaned up by both Poopin and W together. But if I were Ms. X, I'd maybe not just bomb for the med right after the Uber is popped, and if I were bombing, maybe just going for a combat class. But not too much is lost. The blue team is all back up, and able to make their way out together. So maybe they'll just go for a dry push, or see if they can get some sort of advantage right now.
Yeah, Blitz actually rotated to the side, but now they go in fast. Z4 again getting picked out. Again, not able to find anything really good for his troubles. Finds Poppin', but that's about it. Waterson gonna be able to stay alive and be healed with his medic for quite a while. Even crits right now, so whoever can get a better crits off of this. But also, did you notice like a while back, Dr. Zoidi like next leveled at Z4 and dropped Stickies right where he was jumping up to?
Oh man, that's a
That's
very
how he
good
made that 3-for-1
play.
pick there. And Pearl goes down again to some Dr. Zoidi play. Dr. Zoidi putting up right now, taking over this game. We were on the Z4 train before, but he's making huge plays right now.
Crits was popped from the red team, but W got cleaned up and Waterson got kind of bounced away, so everything bad that could have happened. Nice direct from Z4 there onto Poopin. So I think that Kritzkrieg Bop is going to be able to recap this point. Plural just shooting some arrows out, but as soon as he connects with the player, he's going to be able to get some heals up, and looks like a tiny advantage, around 10% now. So even though the advantage is small, since both teams are running crits, there shouldn't be any terrible thing to happen from having an even crits exchange. It's just going to come down to who's hitting shots and who's bunched up where.
Needs gets cannonballed a lot. Needs some stick traps now. Hits one shot on Dr. Zoidi, but it's not enough. Waterson jumped in for the play. Plural is down.
Yep,
Plural
is
down
huge
again.
Stick. Yeah. Waterson actually just kind of like snuck in there and then got some nice rockets off. It was kind of funny to watch from the perspective of other players, because it was just one red guy amongst a sea of blue players and then a dead medic. So
unfortunately, it's only going to be like a 60 or 70%. It's not a super crits advantage, so they can't push this out quite yet, but they're still ahead in time, about 50 seconds. So Sailboat Nation trying to get back into this game. Soldier jumps up, he finds the medic, gets one shot, finds the demo as well, who's not controlling him out super well. There's also a sneaky demo coming through the tunnel. Scott also on the point, they're trying to control as much as possible, especially now that Feminist is down. I think they should be able to out-control them here. Demo Man gets like a nice 3k stick there. There's no crits pop quite yet, they're really looking for them to bunch up. They're trying to bait them into something bad. Here comes the crits, finally. Z4 kind of forcing them to pop it, but I think they were happy to do it. They find Plural again. They're going to be able to clean up on the point here. Oh, but man, this Z4 is actually kind of going well. Gets a 1-for-1 trade there. They need to get on the point, though. Need to get back to this point. They're almost evens on time. Almost exactly even, only a second ahead right now, and they need to just control one more win here, and I think they're going to be able to go into the next game feeling really good for themselves.
Yep, and Waterson has actually done a really good job of the critses in this half of the match. And during halftime, I kind of saying that maybe not the best player to crits on just because he was a soldier and didn't seem to be doing much, but definitely proving me wrong here, getting a lot of 4Ks and doing what he has to for his team. I think that Mr. W and his team might be a bit passive right now, just kind of backed up on their side of the hallway, but Blue's not capitalizing on the space that they're given. And as I say that, the red players do creep up a bit more aggressively and take a lot more room, but Poopin does go down early, down on the floor. Feminist can some time on the point early, but Waterson takes the crits again, gets Feminist and Ms. X jumping in, see if he can get the rocket onto the medic. Does not get that medic frag, but might be able to clean up Z4 here. I'm watching the soldier DM battle right now. Z4 getting the nice positional advantage, jumps back to his medic though, and Plural, if he doesn't go down, is going to have a Kritzkrieg soon. Waterson not able to secure the frag, and Plural actually still 150, so a lot of crazy fighting going on. Plural able to get the crits, pops it off. Z4 getting the frag onto Waterson, trying to find some more players, but Red actually gets out of there, so they kept their medic up and kited the Kritzkrieg relatively successfully. And they're moving right back onto the point, wasting no time, just DMing right back in there. Z4 taking a lot of pressure from Red players, and 9 seconds left on the clock, so they're really going to want to stay on there.
Yeah, that whole thing was positioned to make them buy as much time as possible so that they now have to group up on the point here. They have to go into overtime and put bodies on. They're now at like a 40% advantage, and they might get the point back, but it's like do or die now. They have to keep someone on the point almost at all times. Doman, Mink's getting a little bit out of position. He does get cleaned up by Waterson, but Waterson's got to get back out of here. Getting engaged on by Feminist here. Oh, he does find the pick off. 1-for-1 trade so far. Doman's here. Crits comes forward. They're gonna just force them back with crits. They have to stay in vision. And they have to run down this with the... They're going to scout crits now. It's not actually working out for them, though. Plural's so close. Oh, he does get... They actually trade medics here. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Scout comes back into this fight. Scout on Scout fight. 2 times on the point. Z4 comes in now to join the battle. He gets out Scout, but where's Zoidy? Zoidy's so hurt. Oh my goodness. From the water front. There's the Demo Man Troll. It's a 1-on-1 situation. Oh, he can't find the picks, though. He's got to run away. Waterson gonna get hit by... Wow, good next leveling there. He totally avoided the lock-in load. Everyone, the spawns are actually better right now for Kritzkrieg Bop. No, it's actually better for Red Team. They're gonna get back on the point, and I think they're gonna make it a 3-for-2. Yes, they do.
Yep, so it's gonna be 3-2 for Sailboat Nation. A very good response to the showing that happened on Viaduct. So I think that they're gonna have to re-exec the config here.
Yes, they're gonna have to rerun the config. Because they did make 30, and they're just going to have to reset the time here. But it's okay, because I've never heard of a round of Koth taking 30 minutes, so... Or even 15. Yeah. So they restart
they're going right away, yeah.
Again, Sailboat Nation, let's hear it out in the chat for them. They're only 1 game away, and Kritzkrieg Bop dominating the first part of this game, but really falling behind since they've lost 3 in a row now.
Yep, I'm gonna watch Z4 on this mid. Oh, and there's actually a pyro on the front of Ms. X, reflecting some cannonballs really early. But Ms. X getting popped up in the air, gonna maybe lose that advantage of space. Waterson getting behind the blue players also. Gets fracking Feminist, and getting some early aggression onto the point. Bombs onto Ms. X, gets blasted away. But Red does have some time on the point now pretty early, and a pick, so let's see how they play it.
No, Waterson coming back. He does find Z4, despite the overheals he was getting. Really, really good play by Waterson. And yeah, Pyro going down. Medic is back here. So the 3-on-4, they will get the first point. Again, first point going Red's way. They are looking to finish out this game. 4-2.
Yeah. It was a pretty nice frag from Ms. X, killing the 98% Red medic and Plural able to pop his crits off, but does get taken out early by Dr. Zoidy. Waterson goes down to Z4 though, so the blue players definitely want to keep on getting the frags that they're getting, even without the aid of a medic here, but they do need to get on the point too if they want to get any traction.
Again, another big play. They trade medics again, but Plural's actually going to be the one who built an Uber advantage a little bit earlier. Poppin instead staying forward to get a little bit of pressure before they built up an Uber advantage. So it's going to be like a 10% advantage going Plural's way. Let's see if they're able to capitalize on it or not, or if they even know it exists. Medic on the backside, just sitting below. He's getting spammed by Z4 quite a lot, and Zoidy coming around the back, really controlling the tunnel way now. Pyro's there though. Or no, Minx is dead. Now he's back on demo, so Minx no longer doing the pyro thing, didn't work out for them, and back on the demo man play. Z4 getting thrown off the tower, his medic follows him with him, and yeah, they can't get on the point quite yet. They're just too low on the ground, they need to be back on the tower. Instead, Red Team is on the tower.
Yeah, I think the tower is really a huge deal in this map, and just kind of adjusting to it too. Like Waterson right now, just kind of Batmaning Ms. X, dropping down from the tower and getting the frag, so I think they just are giving players free reign up there too much, the opposing team usually when they're trying to push back in. Since the demo men and soldiers are able to just kind of spam down, Feminist getting taken out too by Waterson. 2 crits popped off, Mr. W taken down by Z4, and Z4 getting a nice frag to Zoidy as well. Blue is going to be able to get right back on the point and secure it, though the time that they have lost so far is able to be made up for, hopefully, if they're able to hold this for a while.
Yeah, huge play. This is going to be right back in their favor. They have to turn around right here, right now, or else they're out for the tournament life. Kritzkrieg Bop played so well at the beginning of this match. Now really, really far behind in time, but they have a big Kritzkrieg advantage. Let's see if they can play the aggressors just as well as their enemies have. Oh, and there it is, Mr. W getting really caught out by spam. They weren't ready for that time.
Yeah, this is a really nice response from Kritzkrieg Bop. They're really playing aggressively, and Plural almost getting in a pretty dangerous position. Zoid just kind of rubbed into him, but he gets taken out by Plural's team. So there's some nice trust from the med there with that kind of risky positioning. And the crits for Blue is almost ready right now at 99%. There we go, that's the 100. We'll see if they use it aggressively. Plural's moving forward with his Zemo man, pops off the crits. Frag onto Mr. W. Mr. W has been going down a lot in these exchanges. Plural's surfing away from damage too, able to get all that crits out. Gets taken out right after it. But both medics went down, and actually Zoidy is the only one left up for the red team. Manages to pick up the frag on Feminist, and I think he's going to opt to just kind of get out of there and save his life for when his teammates spawn.
They've also managed to keep some crit sticks back up for Minx here. One gets blown away, but they might actually accidentally run on another, so we'll see if Minx is privy to that or not. I don't think he will be, but Red gonna get back a Kritzkrieg advantage because they do have the spawn advantage. And, just runs down Minx here on a WM1 left click, right click. Not enough to deal with that. Z4 on the top, they do find a nice cleanup, 2k cleanup kill here. Plural really lit though. He is gonna go down to Waterson, so they trade medics, unfortunately only Mr. W up, so this is going to buy more time here for Kritzkrieg Bop, and again, they're back even on time here. This is going to put a lot of pressure on Red Team to finish this off. Sailboat Nation wanting to win it out, don't want to make it to the last game, want to finishing right here.
Yep, and Z4 actually playing a really nice kind of aerial lockdown role, just kind of spamming rockets from up top and getting some nice damage off, and actually picking up frags with those spam rockets sometimes while his team fights on the ground. And
yeah, he's really switched off from like this big pick class to just being a big core.
Yeah, as I said, he gets taken out as well as Plural, so that's a big deal for Sailboat Nation. Yeah, he has doomed those players.
Yeah, and looks like Mr. W gonna survive. They're gonna have a really big Uber advantage going forward here. Oh, they wiped. Minx was stuck in the water, couldn't get up. They find the point. They're only 30 seconds behind, and they got a super Uber advantage almost going their way. This could be what they need to win the game. If they can get one execution here, this should close it out for them.
Yep, it looks like they're approaching that 1 minute mark, and Mr. W moving forward with, what's his name, Waterson on the Kritzkrieg. They should be popping sometime soon. Yeah, Mr. W down to 15 health if he gets taken out here, which he does. That's actually going to mean a pretty big deal for Kritzkrieg Bop. They're going to be able to hold on this for a lot longer without the risk of the Kritzkrieg. So Mr. W's taken down, Zoidy's down to 31 health, Waterson's only 60 health, Blue players all over the point, Fettin's taking down Poopin too, Zoidy's left at 31, and Blue is able to hold on to that point. Oh wait, no, they are able to get back onto that point, since Red is actually suddenly in their possession, and their time has actually reached the 30-second mark by now, so Blue needs to recap that and keep the Red players off.
Yeah, Plural did survive, so the aggression didn't quite work out for them this time. And they're gonna try and force out Waterson. Unfortunately, gets picked up here. Oh, double kill going forward though from the Dome Man. Oh, with the Poopin coming in from behind. They had no idea he was there. Triple kill going that way. This should be enough to finish off the round for them. 10 seconds remaining. They should probably stack up and get this influence down as much as possible. They're not gonna have a Kritzkrieg in time. No one's gonna have a Kritzkrieg in time. It's just straight DM now. Yeah. With a little bit of meta kills.
And with the amount of time that the point takes to cap and uncap on this map, this overtime might be a pretty big deal, but definitely it's going down very fast. Blue needs to cut their players in right away if they want to have a chance to hold on to it, and they just kind of straight up don't. They need to just jump their players on there, and that's going to be a game for Sailboat Nation.
And there we go, Sailboat Nation gonna be your champions today, winning those SSD prizes, and yeah, this was EVL Winter Battle Royale. I'm TurboCop, you are?
Dear.
And congratulations a lot to Mr. W, Poopin, Dr. Zoidy, and Waterson to come back from a first lost round to win it out 4-2. Very, very close game. This might have been one of the closest tournament games I've ever seen, actually, dear.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very, very exciting match, and I think that after coming from the Viaduct match, I didn't expect it to be as close as it was, but Sailboat Nation proving why they were where they were in the first place and making some huge adjustments and doing what they had to win that game.
Yep, and before we get going on that, I want to go ahead and do the shoutouts for the EVL crew members as soon as I get up my list of people here. Let's see. As soon as I find my list here. Soon as I find my list here. I can't find it, we'll do it later. Yeah, so pretty big hype game. I really thought Kritzkrieg Bop was going to win it all.
So we're actually going to take a short break for around 2 minutes, and then we actually have players from Sailboat Nation joining the mobile right now to do some interviews, so hang tight for that.
And we're back, guys. TurboCop and D here with Dr. Zoidy, Mr. W, Pooping, Watterson, and your sub-American. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. So I guess just go ahead and introduce yourselves and how the team got started and how much you practiced from here to get ready for this event today.
Well, I was the leader for the team, and I signed up because Yoshi's like, hey, Pooping, you should sign up. I'm like, okay. And then I signed up, and I was lucky enough to be matched up with Zoidy, an American. And then later we picked up Bill for the final because we needed a ringer. And, you know, it worked out really well.
About me.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
Nice one.
dude, pooping is such a douchebag.
I'm dropping the ball, dude. And Mr. W, who of course carried our team with his 6 med frags.
It's true.
Especially on Badlands.
What can I say, man?
And
So what was going through your head when you guys got 4-0'd on the last map on Viaduct?
This is bullshit.
Yeah, the freaking
Beggars.
Beggar's Bazooka is the worst.
Yeah. That was pretty much.
But,
I hate the Beggar's Bazooka so much.
Yeah.
But your opponent switched off midway through that match.
Yeah. Did it?
Did you guys run Watterson on Pyro to try and counter the bazooka? And
Yeah.
Viaduct, it seemed like you got a couple of nice reflections, get rockets kind of out of your face
Yeah,
there, but did that seem to work out too well?
Yeah, basically because I don't ever play Pyro, and it was kind of like just a desperation play to see if we can try to shake things up. But, I mean, it worked. We got some more time on the point than what we had previously, so, I mean, little victories.
Yeah.
And that your sniping play, Bill, that how psyched were you to get like 3 headshots in a row to turn around the 5th round for you guys?
Oh, yeah, that was nice. I play too much sniper, so I've done a little bit of that before, but no, it was I was yelling at everyone else to start getting on the point after that.
And do you guys, were you playing the classes that they're kind of used to, like in past experience in TF2, and like what like formats and divs have you guys played in the past?
I played demo for Silver Team, Give Us to the Max, Highlander.
So I've been playing most for this tournament, but I've been switching off to Soldier occasionally when we need it.
And you played Soldier last season, I'll give us the max.
Yep.
Okay, you can
Go ahead,
go.
Poop.
Okay,
No, please.
I'm on Silence of the Pans. We're a silver Highlander team. I play Scout, and I'm also on the Frenchineers, which is a Steel Sixes team. So yeah, I play
All
Scout
right.
for both.
I'm a medic for Moral Sport, 6's Plat. I played Demo Man for the Outcasts in Silver, and then I play Soldier for the team in Silver and Forest. So kind of play a lot of things. I normally play Sniper, but I haven't for a while.
Alright, and how much did you guys practice for this event?
I'm pretty sure we scrimmed once.
Yeah,
No,
we did.
Just once?
Yeah,
No, we practiced 6 days a week, 4 hours at a time.
Right, right.
That may or may not be true, man.
I
No
basically
sleep, just
woke up.
fours.
I basically woke up like an hour before this thing started, and Pooping messaged me saying he needed a ringer. And I've never actually played Forest before the season, so I just kind of was like, whatever.
Okay, well, what did you think of your Force experience so far?
Forest is fun. You know, it's a lot more hectic. It's a lot fast. It's really fast paced. But you know, I think it leaves a lot with the maybe a little bit desired with the whitelist. You know, lock and load and Beggar's Bazooka, but otherwise, it's a really fun experience.
Alright, and who's the big carry on your team? Who's carrying
That
everyone
would
else?
be me.
It's totally
Bill.
Mr. W.
Bill?
No, I'm bad. It's probably Zoidy actually. Zoidy was doing.
Hoping
Oh, yeah,
like
you did
carrying
a
during
ton
all
of
the
Zoidy was doing great work. Like,
Zoidy
he would just
definitely
play
won
off
you
of
a
it.
few runs. By the way,
Yeah.
how did it feel? At one point, Zoidy, you had like made a sticky trap for Z4 to jump on top of, and you just completely next leveled him. He like landed right on top of them.
I honestly barely remember anything of what just happened.
They're just all a blur.
Yeah, it's all
You
a
just
blur.
played good demo.
Oh, can I mention that American solidly carried us through the
Yeah.
first couple rounds?
Yeah, I wasn't able to play today, but you know we would have won. Not to be you know cocky, but we definitely would have 4-0'd Z4 and his buddies on Viaduct if I was there.
True, true.
So you guys got any shoutouts for anyone else?
Shout out to Snip.
I can't remember which of my friends are
You know,
watching the
you know,
stream,
I
but
didn't play,
Shout
but
out to
shout
Jewel.
out,
I got a shout out to my fans, Mike, Dave, and Cole.
you know, I didn't play, but shout out to my whole Highlander team, guys. We made it. You know, we're gonna win this season.
You gonna win this season?
Yeah, we're gonna win.
Shout out.
Good
Shout
night,
out to everyone
Biffles.
watching Super Bowl.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, everyone here.
Poopin
who's
just
not
waiting for
watching
the
the
interview
Super
to
Bowl.
end. He really wants to watch the Super Bowl. He should.
Absolutely. Well, I'll let you guys go here, but I got to do a few shout-outs of my own here. We have to shout out and name off everyone involved. You know, EVL doesn't run on its own. EVL needs a lot of people to get things going. So, shout out to our casters today and yesterday, Zoe, Flatline, you casted a little bit earlier. Melon Lord, she's off actually Super Bowl partying right now. Sea-Dog, you were great. Alto, thanks for casting that earlier game with me. Compton and Kuda Dudes, I think.
Cuba Dubes.
Kuba Dubes. Cold, you are excellent. You've been on Kama. You've been in your computer for like what 20 hours now, Cold?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, just something like that. You're running all the camera work, running all the production crew stuff. Our benevolent overlord Jeer, who set all this up and dealt with all the issues to make everything happen. His minion in training, Yoshi 51, who's been hanging out in chat, giving everyone a bunch of shit the whole time. Shout outs to both of you guys who couldn't have happened without you guys. And shout out to everyone else too. The directors Yellow and Jock, official lead Squeaky, our web lead Pumadi, Death Thief is our server ops, Lonzy is our official staff. Bill runs the web dev stuff. Shadster is an official team member. Larry Chupacabra does the graphic design for the EVL site. Spearford Pluto is our server team member. Sarcasm is our advisor. Indigo Vendetta is our graphic designer. Indigo Vendetta. And finally, Matty Cat being our art advisor. Thank you, everyone, for helping set up the site. Run everything, run 64 teams over 9-10 rounds of gameplay with extra melee special stuff in between. And yeah, hope to see the whole cast again next for August Summer Battle Royale. This is Turbo Cop, and thank you everyone once again for EVL Gaming. And that is... Deer?
Yep, this is Deer, and thank you again everyone for watching, and yep, that was a pretty long list of shoutouts, but without all those people we couldn't have made this event what it was. It was a ton of fun to watch, and shouts out to every team involved and everyone that played, because there's some good matches that I got to catch, and the Grand Finals was definitely excellent, so shouts out to our winners, shouts out to SSDs, and thank you guys for watching and sticking with us.
Hey, Jir, do you want to close out with anything else?
All I want to say is a big, huge thanks to all of the staff for helping out everything, keeping everything running smoothly. Even though we didn't have a huge turnout, everything still worked out pretty well in the end.
Alright, thank you very much.
Alright, thanks for watching, everybody.
Let you go watch the Super Bowl.
You kept rolling snake eyes. One too many.